Okay, we all get assignments from our professors, like homework, projects, essays, and when we get home, we think to ourselves, I'll do it later. And then, or we get home and then we're just sitting there about to start, or our friends hit us up saying, hey, you wanna go out to eat, you wanna go to the beach, you wanna go to the mall, you wanna go do this and that. You just push it off more and more. Or even better yet, like, you're at home, you're gonna lay out all your homework on the table. You're either looking at it or you're about to start, I'll just do it later. Or even if you mastered it all, you do it the day it's due or the night it's due. And for me, I'm talking to you about the P word, procrastination. Leonardo da Vinci once said, "It is easier to resist at the beginning than at the end." And from my interpretation, in the beginning, you could just blow it off the first day or two, then you could come back into it. But if you were to go later to when it's at the end, you're either stressing it out, and you either actually just do it just to get it done and get whatever grade you want, or you just give up and not even do it at all. I want to discuss to you how to stop procrastination, the causes and the effects. To stop it, you could either break it into little steps, like do 30 minutes of work here, take a little break, do another 30 minutes here, or you could go like hours at a time. But I found like if you go like 10 minutes here and there, that's just gonna take longer and longer. Have someone help you or work with someone, that way they keep you motivated and you're motivating them just to get it done and over with and get your work done faster. And they could also like help you if you have the same teacher and you're working on the same assignments, they knock it out with like 10 minutes. And another, just the common one, just doing it right away. That's what I'd like to do, is just to knock it out and then have all the free time in the world. Then changing your environment, it could be like going to, instead of like at home, say like you got noisy relatives, noisy, like the TV's loud, or anywhere, you just go to the library. The library is always the best for me, or the math lab, or like the study hall area. Then eliminating distractions like your phone, just instead of having the screen facing up, just place it downwards. Or like if you're listening to music, sometimes I do that. I listen to music, I just lower it down, because when I try to read like an article or something and I'm listening to music, I get distracted and it's harder for me to understand what I'm reading. The causes of procrastinating is lack of focus. When I'm doing it, like I'm there, but I'm not there. Like when my mom says, like the lights are on, but no one's home. And then lower energy levels. I know when I'm tired, I don't want to do anything. Like most of us, you just sit there, like I mentioned earlier, you just push it off and like, okay, I'll take a nap, I'll come back to it. Or you find something else to do, like I mentioned earlier, your friends, they hit you up, you want to go to the beach, you want to go to the mall, you want to go get something to eat. And third, the effects. The effects of it, you lose time to work on your assignments. You lose days, you lose hours, and you lose minutes. When those are lost, you lose effort and the maximum potential you could get on your grade. And opportunities are lost. Opportunities of getting an A, they're going to diminish. You get a B, then a C, then a D, then worst case you get an F. And your reputation. You say that you're gonna, like, you tell your friends, oh, I have a homework assignment, then you don't do it, and you hit you up like, hey, did you ever do your homework assignment? No. You just keep on going with that. You mentioned, you tell your friends, I'm gonna do it, and you're like, you're not gonna do it. And your health, stress levels go up, and anxiety. Like, I get stressed out, and my anxiety gets up, just like I know most of you. You don't want to wait till last minute to work on your assignments. The work you'll turn in, you won't put in your best work, your best effort. You just get whatever grade that you want. Like I mentioned earlier, the ways to stop it is you break into little steps, have someone work with you or help you. do it right away, change your environment, eliminate distractions. And the causes of procrastination is lack of focus, low energy levels, finding something else fun to do, and the effects of procrastination. You lose time to do your work. Opportunities are lost, poor decisions are made, your reputation is on the line, and your health is on the line as well. Thank you.
All right, well, I like the introduction. I think that you got a good common experience that everybody can relate to. The lead-in is fine. The quote from Leonardo da Vinci is pretty good. I'm surprised you didn't come back to it kind of at the end to remind us of the point that was being made. But the idea of dealing with procrastination is not a bad one. You've got some suggestions for us. I like most of the suggestions that you have. It would be nice if there was some data that indicated these kinds of things work, or some authorities that you could say, here's what experts suggest. You're relying a lot on personal examples, though they're good personal examples. For instance, keeping your phone face down or turning the volume of the music down while you're trying to read. I think most people can kind of relate to those sorts of things. I'm not exactly sure how we have a partner in doing some jobs. I think that's obviously going to be a little bit difficult, but there might be some ways that you could maybe give us a hypothetical where that would be the case. Like I said, I thought it was structured pretty well for the most part, and there's actually a pretty good summary at the end of the speech, so that helps keep things coherent as well. Delivery factors. Your body movements are a lot more controlled than some of the other folks that we've seen today, which is nice. And your gestures, they're mostly purposeful, although because you have the notes in both hands, you have a tendency to hold on to the cards. But the gestures are very noticeable when you do that, and they're usually some pretty good indicators. I think you need to be a little bit more animated with your facial expressions. You can share us a little bit more of your emotions, both your frustration and your bemusement on a couple of things. Your eye contact started off pretty well, but I got the feeling the further you went into the speech, the less important it became to you, and it seemed a little bit more like you were focused on the notes that you had, and I think that does take away during the presentation. Your voice, you're low key for the most part, and we've talked about this before. Sometimes people just have kind of moderate sorts of tones and voices. I think your energy level could be a little bit higher in a couple of spots, and the pacing, I think, is probably the main issue that we're dealing with there. Let's see. I've mentioned to a couple of people. I'll mention to you. You can maybe upgrade from the T-shirt for presentation day. Although a black T-shirt, that does seem like it's much more formal, so you get credit on that. See, there's a smile. That's the kind of stuff that we need more of. All right, thank you.